Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with my wax picks for the next week to 10 days, however long it takes me to get through enough to make a video. I do have two things I melted yesterday that are not going to be in this video, but they will be in my empties because I did finish them yesterday. So I think because I'm still not doing a bunch of hauls, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just do these videos. I'm going to pick out and fill my basket with the things I'm going to melt for the week, and then come back the next week, show you what I actually went through and what my reviews are on them. I'm still not buying a ton of wax. I do have favorites that I will still buy from the vendors, but until I get my stash down and we get in a better place financially after the divorce, I'm just melting my stash. I've only bought maybe $50 worth of wax last week, and that was the first purchase I did since August, so I'm not buying a ton. I did buy a couple band bags. I bought 3 band bags, and then I bought a loaf from VCS, and that's all I've purchased since August. And I do have a top 10 list from my top vendors of scents that I will buy. I will probably in the summer do a customs with L3 if I've gotten through a bunch of my stash by then. I'm low on a few of my favorites from her. But really just, like when VCS does her restocks, if there's a scent that's in my top, then I will grab it. Same with like Sassy Girl, same with Super Tarts. That's why I bought some band bags, because a couple of my favorites were in there and I was low or out of those scents. So that's pretty much what I'm focusing on, because I still have a lot of wax. So I did destash a lot. I probably destashed about half of my stash, and I still have a ton. But it's all here. It's all in one place. It's very manageable now, so I feel a lot better about that. So what I do is I have my drawers. I have a couple of the Sterilite, the woven 3-drawer that everybody went gaga over when Walmart had them on sale last year. They were like pink and blue, and they had the brown. I have my pink and blue ones here in the living room, and then I have a couple of the smaller 3-drawer Sterilite storage bins in my bedroom, and then I have a couple under my bed. And I just go every week. I grab at least something from every vendor. The only vendor that I really haven't is my mixed vendor, because it is really a pain for me to dig through that one. But I need to start, because I have some older stuff in there I want to finish. And some things are just one and done samples, so I can get through them very quickly. But yeah, so otherwise I'm not doing a lot of hauls, so I feel like this would still give you 1 to 2 videos a week to kind of show you what I'm going to go through, what I did go through, and what my thoughts were like I used to do. I want to get back into recording regularly because I miss it. I mean, it had been almost 4 months in between my last video. So yeah, all right. So I did try to grab something from every vendor, so we're going to just go from there. All right. From L3, I have 8 Crazy Nights. So you can see this is 2 years old now. It still throws very well. Her stuff does perform very well as long as you store it properly. I've seen people with 2014 and 2015 L3 and it's still throwing good. So I have absolutely zero concerns about this performing, but I do want to finish it up because it is 2 years old. And then I also have, it's on the floor now, but let me grab it. From L3, I also have Orchid Rain, and this is from the same. This is from a custom doggy bag that I did. And again, it's from 2 years ago. So I do want to work through those. And then I have, I have a few from K. So I did bring my K supply over, and I do want to work through my scent shots. So I do have White Clouds. These are the little 1 ounce scent shots. And then I also have Marshmallow Fireside. And then I have a 2 ounce in Salty Sea Air. And they're drunk apparently. All right. And then I have a few from Teddy Bees. And I'm kind of mixed on if I want to really go through a lot of my Teddy Bees, because like she is a vendor I really enjoy and I don't want to like run out. But again, I can always purchase more of my favorites. I do have kind of like, I don't want to say buyer's remorse, or yes, or seller's remorse, more like it. But I do kind of regret destashing a bunch of the all my loaves that I had gotten back in the fall. At the time, I was like, oh, I need the money. But now I'm like, shit, I really wanted those loaves. So I kind of have the seller's remorse that I regret selling them. But again, I can always get them again. And I do have scent shots in most of those scents that I destashed. So I feel like, okay, let's get through these scent shots because they are approaching a year old, and then buy more as I go. So I have lavender orange sherbet, and this one is fresh orange sherbet, lavender, vanilla, and marshmallows. Pretty in pink, and this one's vanilla lace and pink sands. That one's gonna go in the bathroom. Blueberry lemon cheesecake, and this one is creamy cheesecake, blueberries, vanilla buttercream, lemon zest, and sugar cookie. And then I have do and more. I cannot pronounce that. It's creme brulee, vanilla cake pops, and vanilla cream. Then I'm trying to get them in order and keep them together, so that's why I'm kind of stalling when I'm doing this. So I do have some VCS. I am trying to finish up my older VCS because I do have a lot from 2017. So I have some Pebbles and Bam Bam. And then I have 5 Families Grandma. And this little thing of Helter Skelter. This I got in a trade that I did last year. So I know it's not old, but it's just one of those little things I can clear out. And then I have some Kimry Ann's. I did a purchase from her back, the last purchase I made back in late August. I had bought from her, I bought some loaves, I bought some shapes, and then my friend had bought a bunch of stuff and she wound up with a bunch of extra. So she actually let me keep the extras because I had held wax for her for about, I don't know, 6 months I had held for her, and I shipped it over to her. She's in Australia. I don't know if you're watching this, Lisa, but hey girl. And so I had held wax and I sent it to her shipping service, and then they sent it to her, and it was a lot cheaper for her to do that. And so there was some extras that she had let me keep. So those are in here too. All right, so to start, I have a chunky in Fruity Loops, Strawberry Preserves, Vanilla Bean, Noel type. This was part of my custom that I did with her. I really love Fruit Loop scents, and I really like her Fruit Loops. And then I have Mac Apple Fresh Baked Bread, Sugar Cookie Dough, and Vanilla Sugar Waffle Cone, and this was part of that extra. Basically, Lisa had gotten a bunch of loaves, and these were like overpours from the loaves, and she included those as well. So she said, well, send me the loaves and you can keep the overpours. So I did, and I'm very thankful. And then I have Peppermint Pink Sugar Milk. I thought we're still in winter. It is February, so peppermint is still, you know, okay to to melt right now. So then I have a bunch of Desses. So I have a bunch of these scent shots that are from last year that I do really want to focus on finishing up, or at least putting a good dent in, because they are approaching a year old. And her stuff, I don't worry about her stuff. Her stuff really has not gone bad on me. But again, I don't want to hoard everything forever. So I have Sweater Weather Season, Cold Winter's Night, and these are ones I really don't want to hold on to till next year, if that makes sense. North Pole Bakery, Winter Wonderland, Smoked Vanilla Woods, Dashing Through the Snow, and I have part of a mini loaf I got in 2018 in Blueberry Lemon Bars, Marshmallow, Noel. And, you know, it's not really winter here. It is, we live in East Tennessee, and winter does not happen here. We very rarely get winter. When we do, it lasts like 2 minutes. If we get snow, snow does not last, and cold weather does not last. It's currently like 60 something degrees. It's just really, it's discouraging to try to get in like the snowy cold weather spirit when it's just so nasty and warm for being winter. And so that's where I struggle with trying to make things work for me, because I have a really hard time with how warm it is for being, quote, winter. So I only have one thing from that Smell Good shop that I pulled, and that's Caramel Macchiato. I have a ton of her stuff, but I just pulled that one because I just wanted to grab at least one from every vendor. I do have a bunch of Hayden Rowe here. I have a lot of scent shots and some samples. I have Winter Nap, which I like to take regularly. Turquoise Sky. These are the Ducky samples that you get in your orders. Pink Clouds. Pink Clouds is something I need to pick up in a loaf when it is available. And another Winter Nap. And then for scent shots, I have a Partial and Cruel Summer, so I used about a quarter. I have Brady Bunch, Lavender Tranquility, Relaxation, and Fruit Loops. And then I do have a few from Rose Girls that I pulled. I grabbed my Baby Luma's Rocky Road Cupcakes with Cherry Frosting, Berry Lovely Vanilla Crunch Donuts, Bob-on Blast, and Lemon Cotton Candy Ice Cream Cake. This is one I would pick up in a loaf or a chunk bag when it is posted again. All right, then I have a few from Super Tarts. And then I have Sassy Girl, and then I'm done. So then I have from Super Tarts, I have this Hagrid and Happy Birthday. This I got in a D-stash. Probably it must have been last summer. And I don't know how old it is, so I do want to work through it. Anything I'm unaware of the age because I got them in D-stashes, I'm really trying to focus on using those up first. And then I have Sandella cookies. There's only 2 pieces left, so I may finish that today. And then I have a scent shot in Hedwig and a scent shot in The Grudge. And last but certainly not least, Sassy Girl Aroma. I just bumped my leg on the table. So I have a bunch of samples that I had bought a sampler, a 1 pound or 2 pound sampler last year. And then I have samples, like single chunks that my friend and I had done a trade, and she had bagged those up for me. And then I have a poly bag that I want to start working through. So Pink Chiffon Tidy Whitey. So this I will put in the bathroom. Yeah, whatever. And then I have the rest of this London Tea and Lemon I didn't finish from last week. It's just a half a chunk. Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow type. Again, I'm really, we are over the whole pumpkin season. However, I don't want to hold that on. I don't want to hold on to that to next year. You are going to see some pumpkin pecan waffle blends. You're going to see, I'm not a seasonal melter really. I do incorporate seasonal stuff in with what I melt, but I melt anything at any time, bakery, fruity, beachy, whatever. But I do incorporate seasonal. So like these Dessa ones that are winter, I'm going to melt those right now. Although I'm not a seasonal melter, I do like seasonal stuff, but I'm not going to melt just winter, All right. And then I have Buffy, Beach Brulee, Blueberry Donuts, Mom's Day Off, and the last thing that's in here is the Big Bounce. So again, a lot of these I can get rid of in one go. Right now I only have 3 warmers going. I used to have 6 in the other house. It's a smaller space, so I feel like less warmers really is the key for here. I do have one more I want to put out at some point, but I may do that. I'm going to do that later. I don't care right now. Right now I have one in the living room, I have one in the bathroom, and one in my bedroom. I'm going to put one in my kitchen, but like this is my dining room. So like this, there's open flow between the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room. So I feel like I have to put the same thing on in each of those rooms, or they'll commingle and they won't smell good. And then my bathroom and my bedroom are right across from each other. So like the bathroom stuff I can smell in the bedroom. And so it does get kind of tricky because I'm used to a different layout. Like the other house was laid out way differently, so it's harder now to melt. But I am getting amazing throws from vendors that I couldn't get a throw from in the other house, so I'm happy about that. For those of you who didn't watch my previous video, VCS throws amazing in this house, whereas it didn't throw at all in the other house. And so I'm happy about that because I really like Kirby's stuff. And so I'm just going to spend the next week going through what I can, and then I will be back. I'll probably do my weekly wrap-ups on Fridays now. So today is Wednesday. I do have a video to post today or tomorrow, and then I'll have another one next week. So yeah, so I'm glad to be back. I know a lot of people have asked where I've been. A lot of people know where I've been. If you don't, I will have the VCS haul plus where I've been video uploaded as well. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.